A lot of people know you got the world's most famous tattoo, right?
Salma Hayek's #1 fan is making her go viral.
There was a picture of a woman that looks exactly like me.
It's been shown in hundreds of movies.
It was badass.
Women are attracted to it.
Rihanna licked it? Yeah. Oh, I'm jealous.
But this story is more disturbing than people think.
The weirdest one was Danny Trejo. He started working, and of course, he landed on the movie my first movie that I did.
You were a criminal.
Yeah.
They told me, you're gonna meet this prisoner that is now an actor, and I was a little bit afraid.
Salma Hayek. Oh, God, she's just like stunningly beautiful.
And when he saw me for the first time, he ran towards me and ripped his shirt off.
And I showed her my tattoo. I said,
I knew you before, I knew you.
that's a picture of you, honey.
And sure enough, there was a picture of a woman that looks exactly like me.
Salma then did something that surprised even Danny. She invited him home. Salma soon learned that Danny wasn't just an ex-criminal. He was the most feared inmate in America's most dangerous prison.
San Quentin.
Never know what to expect.
Be advised, I've got about 6 on 6.
I've seen inmates stabbed in the neck, throats sliced.
This was the only prison in the state to use a gas chamber.
Some of the most violent people in the world.
Manson may have been responsible for as many as 35 killings.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Danny was so feared that even Charles Manson asked him for protection.
It was hard to believe that he had been that person.
Before his life of crime, Danny was a boy who liked to play with girls.
My aunts and girl cousins adored me. We did everything separately from the men. We played make-believe and dress-up and played with dolls. One day, my Uncle Rudy came in the girls' bedroom, saw me in a dress, and went ballistic. We Trejos had to be masculine in every way, at every moment. And all of a sudden, I move in with my dad. So shit really changed.
It's 1951. The Trejo family are having a barbecue. Everyone is avoiding the fact that 6-year-old Danny has been locked in the car.
My aunts wanted to help, but they were too scared to get involved. So everyone continued picnicking while I watched.
Danny had learned that being a man meant never showing weakness, so he stayed quiet in the scorching heat.
I started falling asleep or passing out, but I fought it so hard, I leaned back against the seat, then curled up on the floor. I was losing consciousness.
But suddenly, someone came to help.
My Uncle Gilbert was the only person who wasn't scared of my dad.
Though Danny's father had told everyone to leave Danny in the car, Uncle Gilbert pulled him out.
My dad was yelling at him about it, and Gilbert told him to lighten up. He was a hero. I prayed to God, let me be like that.
In the years that followed, Uncle Gilbert offered Danny something his parents didn't.